The young OG, bitch, I talk more shit than Dogface.
The most dangerous voice in Detroit is running all over the YouTube streets. You better look over your shoulder, because you never know who or what's going to get it next. Because Dogface TV is in the area.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hey, listen, the boys are back in.
Yeah.
We can't play the theme music because they tried to strike us. They ain't even want to share content. Well, that's a classic song. Shout out to them boys who made that song. The boys are back in town. Welcome back to the YouTube streets. We've been gone for a long time, man. We've been off air for more than 2 weeks.
But we back.
But we back. Hey, listen. A lot of news. A lot of shit. Listen, if it's one thing about what we got going on in black culture today, is that there's never a shortage of things to talk about. Never. We will be in business until we old and gray because there's never a shortage of shit to talk about. Do y'all agree or no?
I agree.
They know what time it is.
You see me dropping every 15 minutes all this content. I'm trying to keep up.
Hey, Boogie, hey, listen, since we last convened, Boogie has been dropping. Y'all go follow, subscribe to Public Figure Boogie TV. Y'all go subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, Detroit Gossip 313, the Beat Factory 313. Y'all go, my shit, I just hit 10,000. It took me 3 months to hit 10,000 subscribers, bro. I'm like,
happy 10, my G.
Yeah,
day.
That's what's up.
10K day.
Now, who making
Juice? What's that interview? Hold on. What's that interview you had just did, Juice?
Ty Perkins. Y'all go out and support Ty Perkins. He running for mayor. He's a defense attorney. Out of
Ty
Detroit.
Perkins running for mayor?
Yeah, Ty Perkins running for mayor. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all get out there. Y'all go check him out and make y'all decisions on what he can do for y'all. You feel me? What he trying to do?
Hey, listen. Hey, Ty Perkins, I fuck with you, Ty. I know Ty Perkins. I just down there with with B Wheel and them. I know Ty Perkins. But Ty Perkins, you running against Ken Lock. You ain't got nothing coming against that Ken Lock in that church out there in Southfield. I think it's in Southfield. You ain't had nothing coming against Ken Lock. Ken Lock.
You say Ken Lock is Ken Lock.
I got a personal bias with Ty Perkins. He helped me out a lot, but I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, you can have a personal bias how you want to. That Ken Lock is probably top 1, 2, 3 pastors with the largest congregation in metropolitan Detroit.
We gonna see.
Yeah,
no, we
gonna see because Ty Perkins.
The thing is all his congregation in the inner city are they go be able to vote?
They engaged.
About Detroit.
They engaged, Juice. They engaged. Yeah, it's about Detroit, but Ken Lock, most of his congregation, they from Detroit. They just crossed over to Southfield with living good. Memphis, Tennessee checked in. Grizzly 901. What's up, man? Mississippi checking in. Arkansas
Grizzly salute.
Yeah. Hey, let's go. Look at this. Look at this shameless promotional plug. No, get on. We ain't doing no shameless. I'm giving you. Send me a cash app for this shameless Ken Lock plug. Send me a cash app right now. Hey, listen, man. The boys are back in town. The YouTube streets. We back in. I'm happy to see y'all, man. I ain't seen y'all in the Monday Sundays, man.
Let's get it.
I know, man.
Hey, listen, Flint Town, FLINT, the Bear Rock boys in the building. Hey, listen, man, we got a lot of issues. Somebody get the fuck nigga file. Who I said was getting the fuck nigga file? Who did some fuck nigga shit?
Man,
you ain't been fucking with the guys.
No, bro. I've had issues. My
no, you get a fuck nigga file.
What the fuck? How the fuck do doggy get a fuck nigga file?
Right. Hey, Boogie. Now you know you little brother Boogie. You know we met the bigger part of you. You know, hey Juice, and then we Juice.
You feel me?
Yeah, hey, let's go there, Boogie, on your ass. Hey, listen. Let's do a big U up. We start with Big U of Boston Richie. Who we starting with?
Austin Richie, goofy dumbass.
Boston Richie.
Hey,
Oh,
listen, man. Boston Richie. That's who get the fuck nigga file. We can argue, we can debate about this shit all we want to, man. Boston Richie. First of all, you's a fucking snitch. But you reignited your career after the snitch allegations, after the snitch tapes came out. You reinvented yourself and turned yourself into a ladies' man. You won over the women by rapping to the women and accusing niggas of paying 100% of the bitch bills. And he went heavy towards the woman route. Like any nigga don't pay 100% or don't buy a bitch a bag, he a broke ass nigga. He a brokey. He went that route. Boston Richie, he did a good job. Boston Richie is one of the hottest motherfuckers in the country right now because he did a good job by attacking the female segment. You know what I'm saying? You can have a career. Yeah, you can have a career if you play into the hands of the females. Boston Richie, that young bitch is supposed to squeeze your ass. You robbed the cradle. You got a bitch 17, 18 years old. What you think? Listen, you are an example of tricking gone wrong.
Modern day pedophile.
You fucking now. I'm not gonna call him no pedophile because she was 18. Now, do I talk to an 18-year-old chick? No, I wouldn't. No, because what the fuck do I got in common with it? No, what are we talking about? No, but when you take on a younger spirit like that, that's inexperienced. It's not like she was raised like she's not a Kardashian or something.
She just got out of science class.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Creepy.
So it's Boston. So listen, who's wrong? First of all, let's go to this right here. Let's pull up something right here, man, because we need to know who wrong and who right in this situation right here. We need to know what the fuck is going on. We need to know what's going on here. Where we at? Where's the motherfucking notifications at around this motherfucker?
Man, we know what's going on wrong. He wrong in the 37 left shoes.
Okay, so let's pull this up right here. So it has been revealed that Boston Richie's girlfriend, she been behind the scenes saying, if you give me $100K, I won't cooperate with the prosecutors in the assault case that we have going against you. She previously made statements, made statements, and has been fully cooperating with law enforcement. But here she says that yesterday you told me, Boston Richie was trying to shut the bitch up because who exposed? He read it again. Yesterday you told me 100K. I'll send you 50K. I'll send you 50K now. Will you call the detective and get this over with? Warrant is out already, but I won't testify against him. I guess this is somebody speaking on Boston Richie's behalf. Yesterday you told me 100K if we send you 50 now. Will you call the detectives and get this over with? Her response is, a warrant is out already, but I won't testify against him, press any charges, or continue to cooperate with detectives when wire is received, all caps. Now, the question here, I put a poll out. Is Boston Richie, is she a victim or is she a gold digging bitch?
She a gold digging victim.
Both.
No. We can't go past what you said. Nope. Boogie, say it again.
She a gold digging victim, bro.
Exactly. You can't get past that. She understand exactly what the fuck is going on, but she want that payday. You see what I'm saying? She truly
Shit, nigga. She like, I did like that nigga, but he bopped my ass into reality. Fuck this nigga. You hear me? Like, man, he a weirdo himself. You could have gave all that money to a bitch that was a year under you, that understood that, bitch, you finna be getting bopped every time you don't listen to me. Because she already been through the ropes and the ringers and everything else. You go get the girl fresh out of motherfucking PE physical ed class from sitting on the sideline watching niggas play goddamn basketball and think she supposed to know anything you fucking talk about. Yeah, you finna be bopping her ass all day. And she gonna get tired of it.
Listen, you gotta be the can I say it? You gotta be the old bitch ass. So you know you gotta be the young bitch ass.
What?
This guy,
Yeah.
He
this
turned
guy fucked up in the head, man.
If you got to beat on them, you shouldn't even be bothered with them. If you got to be beaten on them for real.
no,
Facts, dude. Facts, dude.
no. Sometimes you gotta beat the bitch ass, Jude.
Bro,
Beating the bitch ass is just an expression of loving them.
Man, batting them one time, that's different from beating their ass, man.
Hey, Juice. Sometimes I'm an advocate for listen, cause if you my bitch and you cause black women get saucy, bro. They get saucy.
They do though.
That tongue is biblical. Their tongue is Old Testament. Their tongue is Deuteronomy.
listen.
A black woman will push you to whoop her ass. I'm just gonna tell you now. Black women sometimes Shahrazad Ali said, and the black man's got to understand the black woman. Sometimes you got to grab the bitch up and put that flat. Man, sometimes you gotta be a bitch ass, bro.
Listen.
Who agree with me? Who agree? Who agree? Raise your hand.
I look at that bitch. Hey, I look at that bitch
I'm with it,
I'm
right?
finna head on out.
I'm with it.
Hey, Detroit gossip, you be bitch ass for that gossip?
Man, I'm with it. I'm a subscriber, and I was defending her rights when everybody came against Shiraz Lee when I read that motherfucking book. Now he didn't got with a younger bro, right? Some type of way, some older people put some shit in her head he wasn't ready for.
He wasn't ready for. He wasn't ready. I mean, this young girl. First of all, listen. In order for her to be playing, this is. Do y'all consider that extortion, bro? Is that extortion? Let's get that straight. Is this extortion? I won't. She's admitting that she give me 100K, give me 50 right now, and I won't rat on you. Is that extortion?
Hell no, that's that ain't extortion. That's a out, nigga. You better figure this shit out. That's a out.
It's not extortion, right?
She collected for her damages. You feel me? She been abused mentally and physically, so she getting what she feel. You know, she should get paid for her misfortune.
Ain't no extortion. There is no extortion, right?
Hey, or
she just having a
could do the
real
nigga
grown-up conversation that he wasn't ready for. He thought she was a young bro. She wasn't seasoned, and she's seasoned on this dumb ass.
It's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him more to get some Jewish lawyers to take it to court.
Yeah, or she could have did that nigga like Soldier Boy just got did. See what I'm saying? So, nigga, you just got to out. You better pay that little couple dollars, write you a motherfucking contract or whatever for that bitch to sign, and that's that.
Non-disclosure. So are we siding with this young lady because of a couple of reasons? One, she's a child. Even though she's built like a grown woman, so we know that she's a child. You fuck with her. She was. What you doing? Fucking you? Why you ain't got a bitch your age? What you fucking with a child? Literally, bro. Even though she's of age, it's not. We're not gonna call. I'm not gonna call her no pedophile. But what is you hoping to gain out of engaging in a relationship with a baby fresh out? What were you
fresh
hoping
out of gym class?
What were you hoping to gain? A companion, somebody you could talk to about life. She don't know shit about life. All she know is she's pretty and she's been using her look so far to get. And she ain't had no money. She ain't had no paper. He papered her up.
Her looks came from him. Wasn't nobody looking at her like that till she started dealing with him. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that he was looking for was somebody to build, but she couldn't build her because she been gamed in a way that he wasn't ready for, man.
You think it's game, or do you think that just after dealing with him, he was doing so much bitch shit that she just peeped it? Do you have to be gamed up on a nigga like Boston Richie who already a certified hoe?
Fuck no, but her people sauced her. Her people sauced her
you
up.
have
though.
to be game. Somebody in your family,
This shit been going on. Her people sauced her up. This been going on. Her people sauced her up.
That's what I'm exactly. Her
I mean,
friends, family, somebody gamed her.
You seeing this every day on social media. All she had to do, she go on social media, she see what's going on, she see how she could do these guys. You feel me? This ain't the first hookup we done seen like this, where these suckers get took for they valuables. You feel me?
But
He said
at her age, ain't nobody playing
Anybody
like
what?
that though. Not in the public atmosphere. Not at her age. At her age, ain't nobody playing it like that. You see what
I'm
I'm
saying
saying?
she's
At
no
least
matter
not
what
in the
how old
public
she
arena.
is, no matter how old she is, this on every day is on the social media. She on social media. She old enough been being on social media. You
But I'm
feel me?
talking about her and who she dealing with. That's what I'm saying. Her and who she dealing with. Nobody else has been playing it like that in the public arena. She the one that hit the field with it.
So are we saying that this young lady, this is extortion? But what you call it, Boogie? This is
Boogie just coined it.
what you say?
Shit, nigga, what the fuck did I say? What the fuck I said? Oh, it was gold digging. She a gold digging victim.
Exactly.
So can you be a gold digging victim? Can you be a gold digging victim? Yeah. Is Cassie a gold digging victim? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Boogie just coined fit everybody what's going on. Words get coined on the YouTube streets that mean a whole lot.
Yeah.
And
I
he
mean,
just coined it.
I never heard gold digging victim a day in my life. And I'm old as hell.
He just coined it right there.
Shit, hey, me neither, nigga.
Weed, Boogie.
Hey Henny.
The
Hey
shoes,
Henny.
Boogie, is the weed.
Hey Henny, this is a second word that been coined on the YouTube streets, Henny.
Yeah. What Henny at? Henny in the building?
She ain't in the building. She thought she was the only one coining words. Boogie just coined one.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Henny. Shout out to everybody part of the YouTube streets. Hey, listen, man.
That's my baby right there. What's up,
So,
Henny baby?
so we fucking with the young lady or we fucking with Boston Richie? Who we fucking with?
I'm fucking with the young lady.
Yeah, I'm a roll with
the
her.
young
Hey,
lady.
throw me a couple dollars, my baby. Shit, I'm rolling with you.
No, I'm rolling with the young lady on the real though, man. I'm
Okay,
rolling with
okay.
her.
So Boston Richie, I don't feel sorry for you at all. Cause you a whole bitch to begin with. You fucking with a young bitch who thought you was finna run circles around, but you already said in your text messages to the bitch that she been hell on wheels to you. So you deserve what you get. One, cause you a trick ass bitch ass nigga trying to make us all look bad, you whole ass nigga. All that tricking you was doing, all that purse buying, all that Benz buying, all that shit ain't get your bitch ass nowhere, Boston Richie. Nowhere. So let that be a lesson to all you niggas who take care of bitch. Let that be a lesson. No matter what you get that hoe will be a what you call it, Boogie?
A
A
gold
gold victim.
digging victim.
You can give a bitch the world. As soon as you lay hands on that hoe, you going to jail. You going to jail, nigga. How you spell jail? Geeel? Oh no.
Hey, shout out to the
You say
YouTube streets, man.
BARS,
Shout out
nigga?
to the YouTube streets. We just let y'all know what a said
Gold
Boogie what
digging
it is. The
victim.
gold digging victim is.
Gold digging victim. Y'all know what it is. Hey, listen, Big U update. Are we still in the
Oh
same
man.
mind frame with this whole Big U? Is Big U in jail in part or partial based on the things that Christopher Lovejoy, aka 600, Brick Baby, Loose Lips Cannon, and Wack 100? Are we still saying Wack 100 pimped the Crips into an indictment?
Yeah.
No,
It's only
he
part and
mastermind
partial,
that.
right?
He
It's only
played
part and partial. A lot of
he
his
played puppet master.
you go ahead,
He
Boog.
he
Go ahead, Juice.
he, he played the real puppet master on that one. You feel me? He guided them boys into all the dirt that they shared privately with Wack. Because if you trace back history of them, all of them was cool with Big U. From Loose Lips to big nasty 600. You feel me? All of them was tight. They was speaking in Big U defense. They was doing Big U dirt. Whatever transpired between them, Wack swooped in like a vulture that he is. You feel me? They share intimate hatred for Big U with Wack because he had hatred for him too. He utilized his podcast connects and took them on there and let them be the ones that expose Big U while he sit back like Pilot and that like he ain't done nothing wrong. He just took them on the platform. But he knew what they was gonna say, and he guided them into saying the things that will incriminate, make the people take a look at Big
Reverse
U.
that,
See if
Juice.
see if
They don't know.
anything true.
Reverse that, Juice. Reverse that so that people can understand what you mean by pilot.
Say that again.
Reverse that so that people can understand what you mean by pilot with his hands.
Pilate was in the Bible. Pilate played Jesus like that. You feel me? At like set Jesus up for failure, knowing that these people was gonna crucify Jesus, and he tried to act like he ain't had nothing to do with it. He didn't save Jesus. You feel me? He didn't tell him to do it either, but he stood back and let it go down. And so that's
Yeah.
what Wack 100 did. He didn't tell but he told them to do it. That's why he intentionally took them on 21 Jump Street, and he took them on DJ Academic, and
That's a good one.
he allowed them to tell criminating incidents that they shared about Big U on national podcasts. You feel me?
Man,
On the big platform.
No,
and
I just wanted you to say that for the people that don't understand about pilot. You know what I mean? A lot of people on here only understand about what's going on. They don't know how we putting this stuff back to biblical when the biblical coming back to today's on their ass. For real.
Right.
You know, so I don't think it's all them per se myself. I think it's himself. You know what I mean? They just validated and corroborated what Big U been doing the whole time. Cause I've been doing a lot of YouTube watching, and he to put himself in so many jams. Like he never shut the fuck up. I didn't know that Big U be on the internet talking crazy. He talk on the internet himself. I never knew that. So a lot of stuff that he was saying, they just validated it and gave alley oop to the feds. I never understood that. Have y'all been seeing that? Big U ain't been quiet on the internet. He been talking for
Yeah,
years.
he was talking that check-in stuff and laughing and thought it was funny. He's making jokes about Nipsey Hussle, and now all that that came back to bite him. You feel me? See, this the
Mhm.
thing. Doing podcasts and blogging, podcasts and blogging won't get you locked up. What gets you locked up if you breaking the law and then you getting on these podcasts and blogs telling your business that you're doing a criminal activities. See, if y'all was doing criminal activity, wasn't no way Big U was supposed to ever show his face on no recordings talking about no criminal activity. You feel me? The same thing with loose lips, brick baby, and any of that. Y'all was actively involved with committing crime and then making jokes and playing with these people like they doing right now. They playing and laughing. Them people watching y'all. They not go take it light on them. They thought they was really go get some bonds and all that. No, they thinking y'all trying to make it a joke, like being locked up is a motherfucking joke. No, y'all facing some serious charges. And they really thinking because they gonna tell. See, they setting up the tell. That's why they sitting steady doing podcasts talking about open cases. It's dead bodies on them cases. And they keep trying to say it's separate from no, y'all got indicted under the drawers takedown. Y'all case is not separate. Y'all got that indictment too. Y'all in his indictment. They rounded y'all up. So see what they trying to use is try to play the people as fools and put their own narrative out there to try to distract the people's view of what they really doing. No, they setting the platform up to tell, and they want to try to make it like they don't have these charges. No, they got the same charges. Y'all got swooped up in the Big U indictment. So y'all part of his. Y'all ain't locked up for something separate from Big U. You feel me? and they locked up because they actively participated and willingly participated, and they know they did, and now they trying to switch up and work with them people, dog. Watch how it play out.
The only person who don't got the charges as Big U is Brick Baby.
What you mean, Brick Baby don't got no charge?
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying he don't have the same charges that they have. You see what I'm saying?
No, they all got individual different charges, but they all under the Big U charge too. They all got that Big U charge. They got swooped up for that indictment. So they got that too.
No, I'm understanding that, right? All of them have been swooped up in that, but the charges that Brick Baby have is separate from what they have. That's
Right?
been publicly.
He do got some of his
Cause
own charges.
he ain't been fucking with them.
Yeah, he got
That's
caught up.
been publicly stated. You see
He
what I'm
got
saying?
caught up with other. He got caught up with other charges too. Yeah, Brick Baby did, but Brick Baby, y'all ain't see the roundup. He in they roundup on the Big U takedown, so he do got that charge too as well. It ain't that he just got his own separate charges. That's what I'm saying. He got separate charges as well because he caught different cases on their own.
No, he only
But they
been picked up with them due to gang involvement, but he don't got them
that's what
same
I'm saying.
charges.
They got caught. It ain't the gang involvement. It's the Big U. They got took down with Big U indictment. It ain't
His only gang involvement.
Whatever the Big U indictment is, they all got that charge pending. They part of that indictment. So whatever the Big U indictment is, they got that charge in common. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what's all under that charge, but whatever under the Big U indictment, all of them got that in common together. That Big U indictment. Besides whatever else charges they got.
Hey, so are we still saying that Big U's? We're not saying that these. How I don't dare say that the totality of what you is being charged with is we can lay it at the footsteps of Loose Cannon and Wack 100, but I think those guys provided a lot of substantive material information that detailed, that outlined real crimes that were being committed and had been committed. And I think that law enforcement looked at No Jumper, looked at Cam Capone, looked at Vlad TV, looked at academics, and I think these spelled out crimes. They spelled it out. Let me give you an example of the spelling.
They gave it life. They gave it legs.
So
all of them except Brick Baby.
So watch this.
They gave it legs.
Watch this right here.
Okay. So, like this, Sugar Plum. Hey, Gilly. Remember your son and RIP to your son now? Remember y'all got stripped down in the New Jacks? Oh my God. Sweetie pie, y'all was stripped down. Stripped down. And you was hollering and screaming till my Big U told me it was good. And they said, I don't give a F about Big U. Take it off. Right? Let's do this, right? Did he get your stuff back? No, he didn't get the stuff back, right? Okay, but listen. Who came to your rescue and dropped off 20 bands, Gilly? Nip Hustle. He came and dropped off $20,000 because he felt bad. And he didn't have it like that at the time. He did not have it like that. This is crazy, right? But you over there riding for somebody that you thought you was safe coming to the New Jacks. And when they stripped you down, I'm talking about butt naked. You was shivering. You was cold. You was, boy, shaking like a snitch in a huster party. Sweetie pie. And then you get the nerve to be mad at me? Mad at Wack? Oh, you didn't want that story to get out? Well, Gilly, I ain't gonna say what's next unless you come out. Because I'm gonna leave it raw and uncut, Sugar Plum. See, this is what y'all not understanding, right? These rappers and all this.
I'm tired of listening to this stupid, goofy ass nigga. This nigga is locked up. This nigga was used by Wack 100 as a proxy in order to fulfill Wack 100's problem with Big U. Wack 100, who is a Pyru, who represents the Pyru Nation out of LA, he chose all Crips from the rolling 60s or thereabout to exact revenge on Big U by exposing all of Big U's criminal activity in LA and beyond. They exposed the fact that Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, they were the reasons why a lot of these rappers and comedians and black entertainers were getting robbed and squoze in LA for 20 fucking years. Plus, Wack 100 used people from Big U's own set to expose not only him, they exposed him by exposing that they themselves were told to do it by him. Why is Loose Cannon and Brick Baby? Why is Loose Cannon locked up with Big U? Why? Because he admitted
to doing crime with him.
They're doing crime with him. He walked himself into a federal fucking indictment. How stupid can you motherfucking be?
He thought Wack had his back. That's what it was. Wack is the feds for sure. I don't care what nobody say. You can't tell me nothing different.
Listen.
And he thought Wack had his back. Like,
listen, he shared information that was later corroborated. He shared it publicly that the police then investigated and found to be true. Loose Cannon is one of the dumbest criminals in the history of gangbanging. He's one of the dumbest criminals in the history of criminal behavior. I can't think of a motherfucker offhand who did more to walk themselves into an indictment than this nigga. Name somebody who did. This nigga threw rocks at the penitentiary for the sole purpose of trying to lock Big U up. Jukes, do you agree that his intent was to help law enforcement zero in on Big U? Do you agree or no?
No, that was his whole intent. You feel me? Like all you gotta do is go back to that academics. Oh man, he went in on that academics. His girl was trying to stop him on academics, and he just was going. He was going. And I disagree with you. It is one more person that threw rocks at the penitentiary just like him. Brick Baby. Both. You feel me? Brick Baby right along with him. You feel me?
No.
Listen, through years of this Big U takedown, through years of this, y'all ain't peeped that nobody died behind this shit. Nothing nobody said on the podcast.
Sure, yeah, they was
motherfuckers is going. Because you just think like
them boys was dying. Think about it. Nipsey Hussle, man, Fats or whatever his name was. I think it was Fats.
No, I know that. I'm talking about the players now. As far as you didn't hear Loose Cannon ever saying somebody he knew died because of something he said or Big U on. You know what I'm saying? As far as what they said, like nobody even dying behind this shit. Ain't nobody trying to make nobody shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? This shit flew so naturally for these niggas to get locked the fuck up. Like everything was playing so fucking perfect.
How?
Because the thing
How?
is, if the stuff they said about Big U true, Big U had made a lot of enemies. You feel? So a lot of people needed Big U out the way. They didn't want to tell on it, but they just glad it's going down. So they stood back and they did the pilot and act like they ain't had nothing to do with it. They allowed him to crash out to get him out the way. You feel me? That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can see out of that. Why did nothing happen behind it, and why ain't nobody get in front of it? You
See,
feel
we
me?
talked about this before, right? It's the people that's close to you, the people that's top the chain of commands. The top of the chain of commands was the one that did them in. You see what I'm saying? So that's why everybody sat back and watched and seen what happened, because it's the people at the top, the one that's doing them in. And you can't dispute that.
Why were we not hearing? We've heard from Ayatollah Marv. We've heard from some OG Pyru blood cats out of LA who all articulated in explicit detail how Wack 100's behavior was well beyond the pale of what a real nigga is considered. Why have we not heard from any high-ranking, well-respected Crip members, Rolling 60s to be specific? Why have we not heard anything about them checking Brick Baby and Loose Cannon for what they was doing? Why? I mean, everybody, the whole world saw them do what they did, and I don't recall ever seeing anything from any member of the Crips challenging and calling these niggas out for how they was allowing themselves to be used by Wack 100. Why?
Even going to other states, like niggas that's a spinoff of your branch that you fuck with. Nobody said nothing. Like, hey, hell no, you can't come in the trap, nigga. All that shit you been talking on this goddamn podcast. Get off the block, nigga. You know what I'm
It,
saying? Like, hell no. We seen how y'all working in LA.
it's
We
one
don't do it over here like that.
it's one of them things, right? When so many people want one resort, they gonna let other people do whatever they can for that one resort that they don't want to do.
But shoot,
So
I don't know where Brick Baby was at, but you know, Loose Cannon stay in Vegas. He ain't in LA. So who's saying them boys going to the block? You feel me? They screaming that, then they saying Loose Cannon really was just a big U supporter.
Creation.
Right.
But at the same time, listen, these guys are claiming to be members of the Crip organization, respectfully.
Yeah, they are. They
right?
are.
Listen, there's nobody of any ilk or credibility who has come out and said, hey, you ain't heard nobody from the Snoop Dogg, and I'm not saying that's a part of Snoop Dogg's crew. You ain't heard no respected member of the Crip organization come out and say, hey, what y'all guys doing up there with Wack 100, with the clubhouse thing, with the Wack 100 podcast, and with this No Jumper, y'all giving a stain, y'all putting the stain on the Crips as a whole, whether you're a Rolling 60, whether you neighborhood, whatever. What the fuck is y'all doing? And it's obvious that this nigga who's a Pyru is using you dumbass niggas to exact revenge on Big U by convincing y'all to tell criminal shit that happened while y'all was under the guidance and influence of Big U. I'm asking
I thought the first thing that these niggas was taught in this gangbanging school was the nigga that wear the other color is not your friend.
Right. You feel me?
What the fuck is going on?
I thought
I'm from the outside looking in. I mean, I don't gangbang, but I thought that was the first fucking thing he was taught. Like, hey, we wear blue, nigga. That's what we do. That's how we rock. The motherfuckers over there in red, nigga, they not for us. Like, and whether you don't fuck with a nigga that's your kind, you still don't go fuck with the other motherfucker.
That's
That's
what you would
that's
expect. But
that's
the way those things are showing now, that obviously they felt Big U was in some type of way doing some shit that they didn't want to take down. They want somebody else to take down. So they allowed.
Wait a minute, but Detroit gossip. Are you before you even continue your train of thought? I'm sorry to
Man,
interrupt you. Are you? I'm gonna let you get off though. Are you saying that members of the Crips were so disenchanted and so upset with Big U that they said nothing about obvious forms of ratting and pussy hoe shit being done by Brick Baby and Loose Cannon? Are you? That's like saying the Republicans don't like Donald Trump and we're happy that Donald Trump got indicted. Are you saying that the members of the Crips tacitly agreed with Big U being taken down?
that's the only thing that we can assume. Because the writing is on the wall. That's the only thing that we can assume because the writing is on the wall. Nobody from day one had put none of this goofiness in check, right? It gotta be somebody out there like y'all motherfuckers and lost y'all mind. Stop this dumbass shit. Ain't nobody from the top said shit. So that's the only thing we can assume. So yes, that's exactly what I'm insinuating. Yes.
Juice, you agree with that?
I mean,
Juice, point out one example. Name one high-ranking LA born and raised motherland Crip who you know of came out speaking against and challenging and questioning Loose Cannon and Brick Baby for all the shit they was telling with Big U and all the rest of the shit they was doing under Wack. Name one high-ranking Crip member.
no. They ain't contested.
So you know they got some boogeymen under their camp because they the ones robbing. According to Loose Cannon and Brick, they the one robbing. Bro, listen.
I'm standing on what I'm standing on, man.
I get you.
These guys, for whatever reason, we not gonna do it. We're gonna allow somebody else to do it. Just that simple.
That's the oldest squeeze play in the world. That is the ultimate version of lining. That's backdoor lining a nigga up, and that's the ultimate example.
Soft squeeze.
Because the truth of the matter, right? From day one, once they got wind to all this bullshit that Wack 100 was doing, according to the gang rules, y'all know what's supposed to happen.
What's supposed to happen when about this Wack shit? What's supposed to happen?
No more Wack 100 off the bill.
Boy, the boys is Wack knows he's dealing with some undereducated.
Listen, I'm talking about what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen?
Game banging ain't the same.
You can't catch no Wack, nigga.
I'm saying what's supposed to happen. That's why I said they let it happen. You see what I'm saying? Now one like we talking right here. Now one person said, "Nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Stop talking. Get the fuck off the internet." You see what I'm saying? We know what the fuck is supposed to happen when you going against the rules. He been going against all type of rules, and look what happened.
Listen. Name one high-ranking member who is openly associated with the Crips. Now, somebody said earlier that being in a gang is illegal. Well, being in a gang within and of itself is not illegal. However, the reality on the ground is when a nigga saying in the gang, we ain't saying in a fucking bank teller for Bank of America, nigga.
Right.
They ain't saying they a motherfucking pastor at Little Rock Baptist Church, nigga. When you say you Crip and you Blood, you G and you Vice Lord and you BD and GD and you saying you a part of that element of what they do. You represent they flag. They flag is what it is. No high-ranking. Name one high-ranking, well-known representative of the Crips who publicly came out and said, "Hey, Christopher loves you," aka 600. Hey, Loose Cannon. Hey, Brick Baby. Fuck are y'all doing? It appears to the whole world that y'all being guided, influenced, and led down this road to expose another Crip by Wack 100. Y'all carrying Wack's water. Y'all wouldn't have these platforms had it not been for Wack and his contacts and his connections. Do you understand what y'all... Listen, fuck Big U. You're telling a story about how you kidnapped, extorted, and threatened Meek Mills in the club. You're telling the story, and you're also saying that Big U wasn't there. Big U's lawyers need to get that video because you're saying Big U wasn't there. The hire says hearsay is inadmissible. Brother, here's when Brick Baby, and let's Loose Cannon to be specific, he said he was there. He described the incident, specifically the whole Meek Mills things. He said he was there. He was involved with it. He said how many people were there. He said who was involved. He said Big U orchestrated it.
And he said
He
who
was in
made
the
the phone
parking
call.
lot. He said Big U was in the parking lot, nigga.
You see what I'm saying? He said who made the phone call. It's crazy.
Name one high-ranking Crip member. We're not leaving this until we agree that no high-ranking, respected, stand-up Crip member representing the 60s, neighborhood, or any other thing came out and publicly said, wait a minute, bro. What the fuck are y'all doing? Or if it did happen, it wasn't public because I don't know nothing about it. Y'all know something about it?
Nigga single-handedly shutting down their whole organization, nigga.
Is it a fact that Wack 100 used the Crips to get at a Crip? Yes or no?
You can't
That's a
dispute
fact.
that, man.
He used every Crip that he could get that had listened to him that told him that they had problems with Big U that was once affiliated Big U. He specifically targeted Rolling 60 members that had ties to Big U. See, all Rolling 60s ain't rocking with Big U. So that's another reason. That's why I say it goes back to he made a lot of enemies with the things that he was doing. So that's the only reason I could see a lot of individuals that could say something that could have came out there and put a cease to it or helped him. They decided not to let him destroy himself. You feel?
You know what? You know why this is personal and close to home to me? Because over the last 4 or 5 months, motherfuckers have did shit to me that's been bitch shit, hoe shit, rat shit. And some of the biggest names in the city of Detroit didn't say anything about it. You know why? Because they were so mad at me. They didn't give a fuck what tactic a motherfucker employed when it came to trying to get at me and shut me down. They didn't care if a nigga called the police on me. They didn't care if a nigga did internet ratting on me. They didn't give a fuck what the fuck. Get him. So I understand what Big U was going through in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Big U's son. There's been allegations that the young man, last name Williams, what's his name? Deshaun Williams? Is that his name?
Right.
Ray Sean. Now listen, I want to allegedly. I never say allegedly because I'm gonna give a fuck about saying alleged to nothing. Ray Sean Williams. There are reports that Ray Sean Williams met his maker in order to help prevent something coming out about his behavior with Big U's son. Y'all hear about that?
Allegedly, yeah, we heard about that. Saying that,
No, we don't be saying alleged on this show. But we gonna say alleged on that out of respect for the lost life of Mr. Ray Sean Williams. Is it true? Have we been able to verify that that young man was murdered?
Oh yeah,
because he was involved in a homosexual relationship with Big U's son, and they got rid of him in order to try to cover this up. Have we verified? Do we care about verifying that? What are we doing?
it ain't verified,
We gotta verify that. We have
but
to.
it gotta get verified.
We have to.
But that's a damn good story.
It sound more convincing than he killed him for making a diss song about him. You feel me?
Whether
That
it's or not,
I knew it had to be more than him saying something on Wack. He could have
Yeah.
slapped him around for that. You feel me? For
Now I'm
him to
gonna say
take him,
something.
for him to take him from the studio and leave all them live witness, knowing that the last person he was with Big U. It had to be something more detrimental than just him talking about him on the mixtape. You feel me? His son went pro. So he couldn't have his son's reputation tarnished with some type of accusations like that being a football player. You feel me? So now that's starting to make a little more sense why he would do that and do it so boldly, because that was
no.
bold. He went and picked
Why he
that boy up from
allegedly
the studio, picked him up from the studio, took him and killed him, and went back to the studio and told them to give him the tapes and all that. He let them people at the studio know he had just done something with that boy without saying he did it. You see what I'm saying? He tried to clean it up and left a lot of witnesses. So that's why I'm saying that goes back to a lot of moves Big U was making was of an idiot himself. That wasn't of no mastermind criminal. So a
Now
lot of people
we're not saying that Big U is anything other than a bro. Listen, Big U is an example of a motherfucker doing whatever he want to do and it going unchecked. You don't get the
suppose
level
so.
of extortion and robbery and everything else and kidnapping. You don't get that shit by being stupid. That's one.
No, he didn't. He didn't get that being smart. He utilized his muscle. He knew he had.
It's all
He
muscle,
utilized. He had.
off the muscle.
He utilized that. He knew he had the strength in numbers with guys coming to his city. You feel me? Because if he was smart, he would never himself got on camera. It's a lot of tape surfacing now where Big U was talking about the check-in himself. He talked about it with Quando Rondo, put himself in that. Quando Rondo ain't check in. He put himself in with a film team talking about they had to check in. They know the rules. If you don't check in, you get your cameras and stuff too. He put the thing about Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle or something he had said. And laughed about it. You know, justice for Nip. That's what he said. Justice for Nip, and was making fun of that, laughing. You know what I'm saying? So he did a lot of things that I never say Big U was smart. Besides Wack 100 and them exposing him, he exposed what he was doing himself, going on a lot of shows himself, talking about the check-in and when you come to LA. I feel he knew the guys above him, what they was doing. He been to jail, all them old penitentiary moves, the soft squeeze. Send somebody to start something with you, and then you drive up and say, hey, I'm going to squash that for you, but you know, you got to look out for me, and I'm going to make sure they don't fuck with you no more. They fucking with you because he the one sent them. So none of the things he was doing, I'm going to give him credit for being smart. He just brought the jail tactics out to the streets. That's all he was doing. He knew the big homies gave him the authority over the guys. So all he had to do was sit back and send them on doing the mission. He wasn't doing it himself most of the time. You see, he was sending mission men. You feel me? All that's old penitentiary, old school moves. You feel me?
It definitely is
it's
penitentiary squeeze a nigga. We joke a lot and we go off cuff a lot, but Loose Cannon and Brick Baby are sitting in a cell together, according to reports. I want to know who got the top bunk.
Right. Oh, it gotta be Loose Cannon. Brick Baby was already there.
Say he can't
No,
lose can't second.
I don't mean that. I don't mean that because when I started getting bunkies in 04, 03, right, when I get my first bunkie, nigga, I don't give a fuck who's in the room before me. When I come in and sale, nigga, move your shit to the top bunk. Go tell you are a sale 38 upper, nigga. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you was on when I come in that bitch. You hear me?
See, I always had that bottom
Go
bunk
to the
detail,
top.
so I ain't have to muscle them like that. I had the bottom bunk detail. I made that happen. You feel me?
we can't forget just because they locked up together, they might be in the cell together, wherever the case. Brick Baby and Loose Cannon, when they was out here on the streets, no matter what set they was ready to go that way with each other.
Well, why they ain't go then, Detroit Gossip? Ready to go.
You know why they ain't go?
Me,
Because they work for the same person for content.
it was all content. I believe they were aggravated with each other, but them niggas wasn't finna do shit.
They weren't finna do shit.
Them
they was making content out the shit. They weren't finna do shit.
They was making content out of the content. Them niggas made content out of content.
That's what they was doing. They perfected that.
They work for the same person for content that talking about he don't got no money now.
Moving on, bro. Hey, listen. The young brother Carmelo Anthony out of, is it Frisco, Texas?
Texas, yeah.
Is it Frisco?
Yeah.
The young brother Carmelo Anthony out of Frisco, Texas. Let's look at this story and then let's talk about what this means overall. Talk about what this means overall. What is young brother at? Where you at, Carmelo? Let's talk about it.
And we are following the tragic story of a high school student stabbed to death at a track meet in Frisco, Texas, where we have a live look. Dallas, just south of where that episode happened. The suspect, another high school student, is still in custody on a $1 million bail. His attorneys will push on Monday, apparently, to have that bond reduced. The victim, 17-year-old Austin Metcalf, and the suspect, 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony, went to different schools, different high schools. The arrest report outlines a confrontation between the two before the stabbing took place. Now, Metcalf told Anthony he was sitting under the wrong high school's tent and needed to move, to which Anthony responded by reaching into a bag, according to investigators, and saying this right here: "Touch me and see what happens." Now, Metcalf reportedly pushed Anthony out of the tent, then was stabbed by Anthony in the chest. Metcalf died in the arms of his twin brother. Now,
so listen. So what happened here is we have this young brother, Carmelo Anthony, no relationship to the NBA Carmelo Anthony, and we have this young kid here. What was his name? Brian Metcalf, is that his name? Austin Metcalf. So according to reports, Carmelo Anthony is at a track and field meet. It started to rain. He walked under a little gazebo style tent, and Austin Metcalf confronted him and told him he had to get out from underneath their tent. He was in the wrong tent to send their school. He pushed him out of the tent, or he threatened to push him and said, "Hey, you gotta get up out of here." And then the young brother Carmelo said, "If you touch me, it's gonna be an issue." Paraphrasing. Austin Metcalf, he touched him, and as a result, he was stabbed to death. Let's start with Detroit Gossip. Detroit Gossip, we are hearing that the young brother Carmelo Anthony is saying that he was defending himself. What say you about this issue?
I'm gonna give my spiel from personal experience, right? Live my life partly in MDOC, right? Everybody with me? We give people multiple chances. Leave me alone. My fault, bro. I didn't mean that. Excuse me, pardon me. So I done gave you 3 or 4 chances to make this peace. So him saying, if you touch me, it's gonna be an issue. Whatever exact words he said, don't touch me, I'm gonna give it to you, whatever the case may be. He gave the man fair warning. Leave me the fuck alone. You see what I'm saying? So he gave the man a warning. Whatever the exact words was, we'll never know. I'm giving you a warning to leave me the fuck alone. If you don't take my warning, I have no choice but to defend myself. That's what the world now looking at. He literally told this man, I don't want no smoke. But if you bring it to me, this is what you gonna get. You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at this. I don't see no wrong at it all. Because he out his own mouth, I'm straight. I don't want no problems. Leave me the fuck alone. But if you give this to me, this is what I'm gonna give to you. Don't nobody want to look at it like that. They looking at it like, okay, he just did this guy wrong and he stabbed him, all that. He never did that shit. He told him, leave me the fuck alone, or this is what's gonna happen. And that's what happened. People might disagree with me, but anytime that we as people, for the most part, do something to somebody, we gave their ass a warning, or we told them, or we begged them. Literally begged them, like, I'm straight, my fault. I don't want no smoke. And he gave this guy a warning. And that's how I see it. So I don't see nothing wrong. It's definitely self-defense in my eyes, man.
What you think, Juice?
Go ahead. You go ahead. You can bounce off him.
You know what I think? Me personally, one, people try to all through the internet, I see people was making it like a race issue.
No.
But I don't see it being a race issue. It's definitely a right or wrong. I think the white boy was wrong. But even with the white boy being wrong, I don't think he should be dead. One, they was at a track meet. It's raining outside, so I heard it was raining outside. He ended up under their tent. Growing up, I ain't never really see other people under the other team tent. So to me, it kind of just seemed like his reason for being under that tent was the reason it was. Not to kill him, but to start some shit.
Huh? Rewind that. What you just say?
His reason for being under the tent was to start some shit. I think he manifested that whole thing.
How so?
I don't think he wanted to kill him, but I think he knew somebody was gonna say something. You been in school before? You been to high school? You ever been to any sports? Every team got their own side, bro.
And it's always gonna be hostile.
No, the fuck is not.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
For opposing teams.
My nigga, he in Frisco. He not in the hood. This ain't no right. They didn't say this was a rivalry game, like how hood games. I know what you thinking. This not even that case.
I don't mean opposing like that, but the opposite team never hang out with each other.
That's my whole thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He was under their tent. Why you under their tent? You not on their team.
Hey, Boogie,
you saying what I'm saying?
Hey, Boogie, are you taking this white boy side?
Man, he ain't supposed to be dead.
It sounds to me like you taking this cracker side.
He ain't supposed to be dead. The black boy supposed to knock him the fuck out, not stab him, bro.
Hey, Boogie, I want to know, are you taking this young cracker side?
Man, look, don't give my nigga Carmelo life. Give him about 5 years or something.
Why? Hey, Boogie. Hey, listen.
Man,
hey, Boogie.
He fucked up. He fucked up, my nigga.
Boogie. Hey, Boogie.
You gotta be situationally aware of what the fuck going on.
Let me try to use no big ass words on me. 1 or 2 syllables. 1 or 2 syllables. Use no multiple syllable words on me. Hey, listen. So if I walk up to you right now, and I walk up to you, we have no history that is anything that is, and I kick you in your leg. I kick you, and you shoot me, and you could have a CPL, right? Are you going to prison?
Is we at school?
School violent, nigga. Well, I'm from school, nigga.
Man,
school.
Hey, say that again. Where you from? We talk about Frisco, Texas.
No.
Frisco, Texas.
We talking about
Bro? I've been to Frisco, Texas. I've been there. It's nice as fuck. Ain't nothing going on.
Just because it's suburban, but
no, listen what I'm saying, my nigga. Ain't nothing going on. Look up the statistics to it.
Boogie,
you missing.
There are plenty suburban areas that are that.
Bro. I'm trying to listen. Listen, bro. They not from where we from. If it was at a corner store, if it was him even walking home and he don't know these white boys, my nigga, it's at school.
So let me ask you a question. You have to know somebody in order for the "don't touch me" shit to apply?
No, I'm knocking you the fuck out at school.
Huh?
If I'm from Frisco, Texas, and I'm at school, I'm knocking you the fuck out. I'm not finna.
So you're saying that because they come from a suburban area that I'm just asking you. You're saying that because they're from a suburban area outside of Dallas, where there's low crime, low everything, that he should have just foughting versus stabbing.
Hey, pulling that knife like that, doing that seemed like something his mama taught him.
Nah, come on.
Stop playing with me. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
They said the track meet.
It was at a track meet. It was at a track meet. The track thing is probably behind the school.
You backsliding, Boogie.
It's a track meet. Where's the track usually at? Behind the school. But it's not far from the school.
Boogie,
you can walk 5 minutes to the school. You know how it be a football field, a track field, a soccer. My nigga, it's not far.
You can't backslide.
The school right there.
Boogie, no backsliding.
Go ahead. How I'm backsliding? Let me know.
Because you saying that this man should have fought him. Then you said it's something that his mama taught him. His mama taught him to defend himself.
Yeah, if his daddy was there, he'd have been like, "You should have knocked the white boy the fuck out."
That's back.
You don't think look where we come from? Listen, where we come from, you look at a white boy like, "I'm finna kill him." Hell no, you be like, "Man, I'll knock that white boy the fuck out." But I wish the white boy would.
I'm not going to debate with you when it comes to that.
Stop playing with me.
I grew up in an environment where there were white people there too, and I was never. Whenever I had an issue with somebody white, my first thought was, "I'm finna beat this white boy a bunch or something. I'm finna beat this cracker ass."
But you can't say what a person think about defending their own self.
You can't. You just true too. That is absolutely true. If I sock you in the face and you shoot me, I shouldn't have touched you. You cannot dictate how I respond to you putting you aggressive, you being aggressive towards me, you threatening me, and then I told you don't touch me, don't get the fuck on, and you put your hands on me.
That just let me know people not situationally aware of where they at and what's really going on, bro.
The situation is this.
You can still handle your business. This is 17-year-old. This is 17-year-old kid. He still got consequences to this shit.
Hey, listen. You can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga.
Hey, so that means
if he ever been in the hood,
Austin Metcalf was the wrong tree.
So that means Boogie the white boy wasn't aware of his surroundings then.
Right.
Because he couldn't see his situation.
Because the
brother told him, put your hands on me and you go find out something.
Right. So listen. He supposed to be dead?
No, I didn't say that. That ain't what we saying. That ain't what we saying.
Let me say something right. If me and you come into contact with each other, right? And you say you're not supposed to be here, get the fuck on before I do X, Y, and Z to you. And I say, you better not put your hands on me, bitch. And you put your hands on me. Whatever I do to your bitch ass, that's what the fuck you get. Because I already told your bitch ass, don't put your paws on me.
Because you just said that just showed you the brother wasn't aware of his surroundings. Now that go back for the white boy too. He don't supposed to be aware of his surroundings when he come
That's
out.
good.
No matter if you in the suburbs or nowhere, you always supposed to be aware of what's going
That's a
on
good question, Boogie.
in your hookup. This off of what you said, right?
Yeah.
It go both
Okay.
ways. That's all,
So
Boogie. That's all I'm saying. It
okay.
go
So
both
listen,
ways.
I don't. Okay. So look, I got a better scenario for y'all.
Yeah, 'cause
I
we gonna
don't have
fuck
no
your
kid.
ass so
Listen,
bad. We just
I
hey, we wouldn't
y'all
even
got
slap
me. See,
you.
this where y'all got me
We wouldn't
fucked up
slap
at.
you.
Hey, listen,
Because
I don't got no kids, right?
I do believe
Y'all got kids. Listen, I don't got no kids. Y'all got kids. Y'all raise y'all kids in the suburbs. Y'all kids know nothing of the hood, right?
No,
no,
no.
my kids know.
Hold on.
My
From the
kids
hood.
No,
know
listen
about
what
the
I'm
hood.
saying. That ain't
No.
listen, I'm not saying I don't know y'all kids. I'm drawing y'all a scenario. Cause
No,
this kid,
Juice ain't no hood. Juice kids went to fucking private school. Cost
man, I'm drawing
How
I'm
old?
drawing a
Oh, my
scenario,
bad, Juice.
bro.
I
I
need to
don't
fuck with Juice. My bad.
listen. Yeah, I don't know y'all kids, so I'm just really speaking to the
Yeah,
situation,
you
bro.
get it.
You feel me? Y'all gonna tell y'all gonna teach y'all kids to somebody hit you, you hit their ass back, you beat their ass, or you
Yeah,
gonna
I
teach
do
them to
my yeah.
stab, or you gonna teach them to stab them at school?
Well, my kid's crazy as shit, bro. You think I'm a nut? My
No,
fucking
I'm asking what you gonna teach them. We men.
I'm gonna teach them. Listen, I'm gonna teach my
We
kids.
men
If somebody put their hands on you,
at school.
listen, let me tell you something. My daughter, my youngest, let me tell you something, man. My daughter, I'm gonna call. I ain't gonna say her name because you know these bitch ass niggas be. You know what I'm saying? But my motherfucking daughter, the yellow one, that motherfucker. Listen, this is what happened. This is real. This is a real story, real true story. A boy, a little boy. I think she's in the first grade. Just when it started. This when we knew she was a crazy motherfucker, and she's a Virgo. Don't fuck with her. Listen. So a little boy punched her in the. He hit her in the arm, and she took a pencil. And number two is bad motherfucker when you little, ain't it?
For real.
She took a number 2 pencil and stabbed him in the fucking face with the pencil. So they called us. We go up to the school and they want to kick her out. And kick her out for what? Because she stabbed the little boy with the pencil. What did the little boy do to her? Because I teach my kids never be the aggressor in word, action, and deed. But in the event that you are attacked, you defend yourself. Right? So they was like, well, she stabbed him with a pencil. And this whole thing started because he, being a boy, hit her who was a girl. So what we want to know is, why does this young man, this young child, this boy, why does he think it's appropriate? Where did he learn that hitting girls is, I'm looking at the other parents, where he learned this shit from? If you hit my daughter, if you kick her in the, if you pinch her thumb and she sock you in the face, you can't dictate because you should have kept your hands yourself. My kid's crazy some bitch. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know, I teach my kids don't attack, don't.
Yeah. Well, see, what they do and what we teach them is two different things.
No,
I was asking, would you teach them?
Listen,
what would you tell them to do in school? I'd be like, knock his ass the fuck out.
Listen, of
Like,
course I would. We just talked about
you would. What they do is completely different. Because even as a parent, if they kill them, you got to deal with your child being in jail. So you at least want to be like, I didn't teach them to fucking stab somebody at school.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say what I didn't teach my kids. I taught my kids to defend themselves. Period. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, I teach my niece. Like I said, I ain't got no kids. Defend yourself too. I'm a defend yourself type motherfucker too. But nigga, at school, at a basketball game, see what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, you will still have to, as a parent, you will have to deal with not having your kid if they kill him.
I'm not gonna say to nobody. I'm not. Listen, if my kid was to do something like that,
when the situation wasn't that big,
I wouldn't. The situation is as big as you putting your hands on me. The situation is as big as you put your hands on me. Once you touch me, You cannot dictate my response. Once you put your motherfucking hands on me, you can't. No, I'm not telling my kid to stab or shoot nobody because I understand as an adult what the consequence. I don't want you to have to fight for your life. I don't want you to have to prove that you're just. Because for one, the fuck is you doing with a knife in school anyway? Fuck you doing with a gun in school anyway? You ain't supposed to have it. So right there, that's an uphill battle legally right there within and of itself. That's one. But I teach my kids that if somebody attack you, you fuck their ass up. That's
I would too. I would too. My people always told me the same shit too. You better beat the fuck out of them. They ain't never told me stab somebody, my nigga.
Wait, let me say
at
something.
School. Hey, hold on. We talk about at school. They ain't never told me stab somebody, bro. They ain't never told me go tell the teacher either, nigga. They was like, somebody hit you, you better beat the fuck out of them.
Let me stop right there, right?
Nigga, my people wouldn't be able to have, as a kid, and they grown, and they told me to stab somebody. That's why I asked y'all what I asked you. Now, that's why I say what we do as a kid, what they do is different from what you tell them as a parent. But if you ain't gonna tell them to do that, then you know it's wrong. And that's simple as fuck.
I'm not gonna tell my kid as a result of being hit and stab a motherfucker. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I mean, we're gonna.
So if if you not a parent to tell them that, then you know the fucking situation is wrong when it comes to a fucking school, bro.
But listen,
school.
Hold on. I didn't tell my daughter to stab a nigga with no pencil. I didn't tell her to do shit like that. But when I know, bro. But when I heard she did it, I laughed. Cause that's what you supposed to get that bitch together.
Cause she didn't kill him. If she killed him, you wouldn't laugh. It'd have been different. You would be like, what the fuck?
Well, I've had plenty of what the fuck moments with my kids because they nuts.
I get it, but I mean, like a death, like them killing somebody and fighting for their life, man. You'll be like, why you just didn't stab him in the fucking leg?
Of course, I would have said that, but in the event that it happened, I'm going to defend. I'm going to use my resources. I'm going to use my intellect to try to defend my kid because I know my kids.
Of course,
I know my kids are not aggressive. My kids do not just attack people. Whenever there's been an incident, it's always somebody fucking with them. So I know that going into it because they've been trained and raised and groomed that way. So when I heard that she had stabbed somebody, my first thought was, well, what happened? What did he do to her? When they said that he hit her, I feel like Carmelo Anthony's parents. Once we ascertained that this Billy Bob, little Joe Bob white boy put his hands on you, threatened you, and then executed his threat.
I want to take this kid shit out the situation, period. Let's take this kid stuff off the situation.
You can't. They're in fucking school, my nigga.
Stop this. Hold on.
Wait a minute, kid. School's where it go down there, Boogie.
Listen to me.
Man, they in Frisco. Y'all got to do y'all research. They in Frisco.
Where all the shootings been happening, that be happening in the suburban schools.
No, y'all now listen, man.
The mass shootings and stuff.
No, listen, man. Most life-changing decisions are made in high school. So all that kid stuff is out the window. This is what people figured out in high school. All that I'm a child in high school. People figure out who I'm gonna marry in high school. They figure out what they're gonna do in life in high school. They figure out what they want to do in high school. All this kid stuff is out the window, man. Serious. When you're 16, 17, and 18, you figuring out what you want to be as an adult. The Lord the one that dictates this you grown at a certain age. You figure this stuff out in high school. So all this, I'm a child and all this stuff, that stuff out the window, man. Take that out the window. We can't even talk about that.
If he don't beat this, he gonna have a lot of people he could stab, my nigga.
However the case may be.
You know what I'm saying? So however you want to look at it, like if he don't beat this, well, he gonna have a lot of people he could do that to.
If he didn't have that knife, you don't know how it might have turned out for him either, though. You feel me?
Man,
Because
It would
them
have been
boys,
a fight.
just because the boy don't, you could lose your life in a fight. You could be beat to death. You could be punched one time and lose your life in the
It
fight. It
was.
didn't happen.
I
He
don't
was
It
want
can
to get
happen, but
caught up
you
on this age stuff.
it can happen. It can happen, but it's rare that you be hearing a motherfucker just get punched one time and they die. But it can happen
No,
though. I know it
you,
can
you
happen.
I'm saying you could have. The white boy went by himself. His twin brother and his whole team was right there with him. He could have been packed out. You never know how it would have turned out for him. We can't say who willing to take that
Nigga, a
chance.
punch is different from being stabbed in the
I'm riding with the brother. I told you dread me. You say you put your hands on me. I told you don't put your motherfucking hands on me. You put your hands on me, so bitch, you got what you had coming. I'm rolling with that. That's number one. Number two, and for all you racist ass motherfucking crackers who mad because it's a GoFundMe, you try to pay for this young boy's legal experiences. Y'all wasn't saying that shit about George Zimmerman, but he had to GoFundMe. Y'all wasn't saying that shit about Derek Chauvin out there with the George Floyd in Minnesota. You wasn't saying shit about Ahmaud Arbery when them white boys chased him down, killed him down there in Georgia. You wasn't saying that then. White people have a problem with black people sticking together. We not riding with y'all with this because he shouldn't put his motherfucking hands on him. Period. Simple as that.
Man, I'm riding. The white boy ain't supposed to be dead, nigga. I'm riding with the white boy. The white boy supposed to got his ass whooped.
You's a house nigga. You are teetering on house nigga status.
What about the white boy that just got off of killing that brother that wasn't doing nothing to nobody? He dancing in New York, dancing on the subway, the Michael Jackson impersonator, and he was being aggressive, but he hadn't touched nobody, harmed nobody. They let that white boy choke him out. Come on, he was trying to restrain him, took it upon himself. He go restrain him, choked him to death, and they let him go, let him off on that. They justified that. So you can't say how.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't hear about that. But if that's how it happened, then the white motherfucker wrong.
Hey, message
he
to
shouldn't have been let off.
Hey, message to all white people. Y'all have been killing niggas for years. Y'all been raping black and abusing us for years, white people. If we get off once or twice, take that shit with a grain of salt. Hey,
hey, look, I don't want Carmelo to get threw away, bro. That ain't what I want.
We don't want him to have no. Hey, listen, I don't want
the little nigga to get threw away.
I don't want him to do a day more than he's doing right now because that Billy Bob. Listen, white boy, you think you have some white privilege where you could touch a nigga as he told you don't do it? What made you? Who gave you? Why did you think that touching a nigga was cool? Who you think you is?
Right.
You aggressively grabbed him, and then don't forget these are athletes because they all jocks. They probably all jacked up on steroids and everything. No, white boys love them. The most. What you call them? Eat with them things is.
See, this where y'all missed the biggest part. Why the fuck was he under their tent?
It don't matter. Niggas a tent.
Man, it do motherfucking matter. It do matter. He was there to
listen.
He was there to start that shit.
Even if he was there looking for trouble, that didn't get nobody no right to.
What you mean if he was there looking for trouble? That mean you manipulated the situation. You should have been going on about your motherfucking business. To the other team that you rock with.
Hey, Boogie.
No matter what, that don't give you the right to put your hands on.
Hold on, Juice.
That don't give nobody right to
put your hands on. Hey, Boogie, you's a house nigga, Boogie. You some house nigga shit you saying. I want you to know that you are teetering on house niggerdom. So listen, Boogie. It wasn't like it was no tent where you zip it down. It was like
it wasn't like that. It was a little you don't need to be he ain't need to be under that shit, man. That ain't his team.
It's raining, nigga. Who cares?
Wrong team, nigga.
No. What it is nigga get from up under here.
He knew he wasn't supposed to be his ass under there.
How he know that?
It ain't his team.
It's a tent, Boogie. Ain't no doors on it. It's not like
a team. It's a team tent. It's a team tent.
It's not like he walked in somebody's house.
Ain't nobody over there. Ain't nobody over there on his side. It ain't his team.
He still shouldn't have no reason to put his hands on him. As simple as that. No matter where he was at.
He go hey, Boogie.
You know him putting his
hands on.
Wrong
team, bro.
Hold on. Let me say something. If him going under that tent justified dog for putting his hands on him, then it justified dog using a knife on his chest. Make it make sense. If he was under the tent, he didn't put his hands on nobody. So if that justified dog putting his hands on him, it justified him stabbing him then.
Question. I got a question, Boogie.
Okay.
What and since we talking about suburbs. Okay. What do they teach kids to do in the suburbs when there's a conflict? They teach them to go do what? To go tell
the teacher.
The teacher, to tell the coach, go tell.
Well, that's what the fuck he should have did. He should have listened. It showed that nigga don't use his motherfucking ears.
The reason why he dead is because he tried to use his white privilege to intimidate that young black guy. He put his hands on that young brother, and that young brother jugged his bitch ass.
And they said somebody in the comments saying Anthony was over there talking to one of his friends.
Listen, I'm a nigga. Something be now it ain't come out or say nothing. So I'ma say this is how I feel. Nobody gotta feel like this. But maybe they bumped each other at the fucking. Listen.
This nigga said niggas used to hit niggas with locks in school.
Hey, look, you know you about to be killed in the comments tonight, right?
Who?
You about to be dead.
You crazy motherfuckers gonna be agreeing with me. He ain't supposed to be dead.
Oh yeah, house nigga.
You about
nigga what?
Nigga with a basement. That's a basement.
Hey, you about to have a funeral in the comments tonight, Boogie.
Hey Boogie. You said suburbs. In the suburbs where there's a low degree of violence, what do they teach the kids to do when there's a conflict, when there's an issue? Do they teach them to grab somebody and throw them out? Or do they teach them to go tell somebody in authority? Boogie? What, nigga?
I would get
what?
I would guess to go tell.
And why do they teach them to go tell? To keep conflict down and stop something from escalating, right?
Yeah, but motherfuckers ain't gonna listen. We already had said, listen, we already had said what we tell them and what they do, we know it's gonna be different.
Hey, listen, what was the white boy's
this shit gonna be different?
What was the white boy's responsibility in all this then? Let's just hear what you guys say about that. What was he? Was he wrong? Not wrong?
He was wrong. No, he was wrong as fuck. If you listen to what I'm saying he just not supposed to be dead. His ass supposed to been whooped.
Hey, have you ever heard of Trayvon Martin?
Wait, stop.
Man, I heard of Trayvon, man.
No, wait. Stop. So you saying, Boogie, that this man intentionally killed him?
No, I don't. Even him stabbing him, I don't think he tried to kill him. I think the nigga went over there really just antagonizing. He was on all bullshit. Why is you under the other team?
They said he was over there hollering at one of his own friends. He was talking to somebody.
That's what they say, Boogie. Hold on, Boogie. Hey, Boogie. Now, when you say antagonizing, it's raining outside. It's a track and field meet with multiple schools.
And I don't little niggas give a fuck about no rain, man. To go under the other team tent. Man, come on, man. I've been in school before.
So they said he was visiting somebody,
Boogie.
Hey,
man, I gotta see it. I gotta see some documented on that.
You don't get a bit filled out, Boogie.
I gotta see it.
Ass nigga. You Clarence Thomas ass nigga.
Well, you should have been seen before you made your.
I don't know, bro. I ain't see that part. I only seen what I seen.
You are a Republican. You are a Republican, Boogie. You are Clarence Thomas. Why you get these facts?
No, bro.
You
right is right and wrong is wrong. Right is wrong is wrong, bro. He should be dead, bro.
Well, and listen, listen. How many niggas in this country should be dead?
In the comments, man.
Hey, they shouldn't either, though.
I'm just not capable of feeling sorry for that white boy. I'm just not. Well, because I know the history of what happened to us in this country. I'm incapable of feeling sorry for him.
I'm not attached to him now. You feel me? This is just my take on it. He shouldn't be dead.
What should he be?
Ass whoop. Broke arm or something. Little nigga should have fisticuff skills, nigga. Hey, little nigga, get him some squabbles.
Once it's on, it's on. See, by half stepping, that's how you get killed. Once it's on, it's on.
Your own words, you're supposed to be aware of your hookup. If he was aware, he would have took heed to that rattlesnake telling him, you don't want these type of problems. You feel me? He wasn't aware.
Listen. So listen.
I got fight for Boogie in the streets.
Hey, no, listen. Boogie, you said the young brother Carmelo Anthony, he should have had situational awareness. You saying that situation, even though he wasn't wrong initially, it should have escalated to that. I can understand where you're coming from. However, he told that white boy, if you touch me, he stuck his hand in his bag, indicating that he had something in there. So speaking of somebody who should have had situational awareness, the white boy was oblivious to what was about to happen to him.
Boogie be one-sided. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have with Boogie. Boogie only be on a one-way street. He don't know about
look. Austin was 6 foot 220. Carmelo was 5'9", 130. Does that make a difference to you now, Boogie?
And that's true. I seen that. And his twin brother was with him. Another big white boy.
Man, why the fuck was he under their tent, bro?
They said he was visiting somebody he knew over there.
Boogie is a fucking tent. It's not a tent. It's a canopy, nigga.
But they don't own that tent. It wasn't there to be putting their hands on nobody. His hands
y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas, I don't know, man. Y'all niggas must have skipped school, bro, or something. I don't know.
This the only reason I'm standing up for you tonight, but because you went left field.
I don't need your fucking sympathy.
Listen, man, they killed you in the YouTube streets in the comments, man. Y'all can't kill my partner.
They love me. They ain't supposed to be yes man to me, nigga. They love me. What the fuck?
They said you dead. Look,
if they was yes men, they have to get the fuck on. I don't want everybody agreeing with me. I got my own. Nigga, they supposed to. Nigga, they got their own shit. I still love y'all too. But y'all wrong as fuck. Y'all heard Juice. I'm one way.
It was raining, Boogie, so he stepped underneath the tent because his friend was there. He was visiting one of the friends.
It's raining. I was visiting one of the friends. It's one of the other. If it was raining, he stepped under there. It was raining.
He was walking.
It was raining.
He was walking around. It's a track and field meet.
It was raining. It was raining.
It was raining, and when it was starting to rain, he stepped under the tent. He had a friend under the tent along with these two white boys.
If I smacked you around, manhandled you because you was little to me, what the fuck is you gonna do if you can't beat me?
So if he stopped to see a friend, why the fuck his friends weren't like, hey man, what the fuck y'all doing? Hold on.
Because friends.
Because they are like you said they should have been. They won't take somebody.
What you say, gossip? If they was his fucking friends. All right, what you say, gossip?
If I'm bigger than you,
man, your serve is nervous. I thought you had high speed internet with your lying ass.
I can hear everything you saying. I don't know why you can't hear me.
Your shit going in and out.
They say you need to look at the police report again, Boogie. You ain't read everything. You only got part of the story.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
If I'm bigger than you and I'm manhandling you, and I got people with me that's behind me, what is you gonna do, right? What is you gonna do to protect yourself?
Let them white boys.
I ain't gonna lie, you. I can't. Is you asking me for him, or is you asking for me? Because I'd have been in situations like that. I ain't a big nigga.
I'm asking you for
and you. And listen, I ain't never stabbed nobody in my life, so.
I'm asking you for you.
I just stabbed me a couple niggas.
So,
no, I'm asking you for you.
I ain't never had to stab nobody.
It's fun. And that stabbing is more satisfying than shooting. Cause you can feel the knife
Make
going into a
him
nigga.
scream. You hear
Yeah,
grown
Man,
man scream.
I ain't never had to stab nobody.
it's
I'm
fun. You
asking.
gonna love it. Try it. You gonna love it.
Answer the question, Boogie. Don't dance around. I'm asking you for you.
You saying what would I do? I'm a fighter, my nigga. So it's if you asking me, I'd have took off on him. I ain't really. If I'm at school, if I'm on the streets, then yeah, I'd have stabbed the fuck out of him.
What the fuck is the difference if it's a street or school? You
See,
defend
you keep
yourself.
what the fuck you mean? What's the difference?
So
Being
you
at
ain't gonna
school and in
defend
the
yourself
street.
at school,
Listen,
but you gonna defend yourself at home?
hey, look, I just answered that question. You not satisfied with it. It's a difference for
Yes, you
being
gonna
at
run.
school and being at fucking on the streets.
Not in the hood. It ain't. School's just like the street.
So you
If
gonna
you in the
run at
hood
school,
though,
but you gonna
you in the
fight at home.
hood, bro.
And listen, here's what I'm thinking,
You in the
right?
hood.
See, listen, don't forget we in Texas, and Texas is racist as a motherfucker. So I believe that they trying to purposely put shit in the game and trying to paint this young black guy like he's the overall villain. One, the white boy Austin Metcalf was not on the track and field team for his school. He was just there. That's one.
Uh-huh.
Throwing his weight around.
Throwing his weight around. You bullying somebody. You 6'2", 220. This young black guy is 5'9", 130. The fuck is you doing? You trying to house him? He supposed to jug your bitch ass. He supposed to jug. You dead? Bully somebody in heaven or hell, bitch. Wherever you. I bet you won't bully nobody down in hell. They got some shit for you. You think you dead now? You gonna really be.
Hey,
It is
we
what it
all
is.
saying
Look, you
something,
my
but
guy,
in the
man.
end, he the only one. Hey, he the only one got to deal with that shit.
You know why?
So if he lose, in the state of Texas,
Listen.
he lose.
No, listen.
He
The only
ain't
one,
dead though.
and he ain't dead though.
Man,
The
who the
white
fuck want to be in jail? 17, man. What?
Better than being dead.
He what?
The thing
Hey,
is,
even if
Better
he
than
ain't
being
stabbed
dead.
him, he wouldn't have been
the
dead,
thing
bro.
is, if it was the other shoe around, if it was the other way, that white boy wouldn't be locked up. He got to
So what?
stand your ground off the drug.
I want
So
to hear something though. While we sitting around talking, nobody know the intent. While all of us sitting around talking, nobody know the intent.
the what?
The intent. We
Oh,
can't we can't say as Boogie saying that he tried to kill him. Don't nobody know he tried to
I
kill
didn't
this
even
man.
say that,
He was
bro.
defending.
I
No,
ain't even
he,
say he tried
he
to kill him.
already.
hey, you ain't
No, he
offended
already
on
said
my
Boogie.
show.
Boogie said he didn't think he tried to kill him. He already said that.
Well, if he don't think he tried to kill him, what's the problem, Boogie?
I think he tried to jug him. I think he killed him. I think he fucked up. He made a mistake. He
So
fucked up.
you saying
I
that?
think he meant to jug his ass, bro. But his whole thing to it wasn't to kill nobody, bro.
Hey, Boogie,
That don't,
are you defending white people?
man, I'm trying to defend both of them right now. You
No,
fucking it
you're
up.
not. No, you're not. I'm asking you: are you defending somebody who's white? Yes or no? Come
I
on.
don't think he should be. I don't think he should be dead, man.
Answer my question. Are you defending a white boy over a brother?
Bro, look, bro.
You
You
Clarence
got
Thomas ass nigga.
you got me sweat, bro. You can't ask me no question like
I
that. You gotta
can't. Are
rephrase it.
you riding with the brother man or the other
Oh,
man? Hey, Juice, that's just Juice. Press this nigga for answer Juice so he can stab us.
Right, you feel me?
He ready to stab a nigga right now. We ain't doing ask a nigga a question. Are you riding with the brother man or the other man? What you gonna
oh shit.
Because one more thing about this white boy, I'm gonna ask you for your black car.
For real.
Man, I'm too black to give it up, nigga.
Right. No,
Hey,
you
Boogie,
ain't.
I'm
What
running
are
this
you
all over
talking
social
about?
media, man.
No, you ain't. Hey, listen.
Yes, I am.
Bro, no.
Go
Look, bro, I want my own kind to come up out of this, but I gotta say he should have just, you know what I'm saying, handled his business.
fam
He'd
goon
have been
on
he'd
my
have, he'd have been more
He han-
glorified
he handled
knocking the
his business.
cornbread fed down.
He handled his business.
Man, he got too much to deal with after this, man. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it.
He ain't get himself hurt. He saved himself. He stood his ground.
It
He
wasn't
protected
worth it. Most
himself.
of these little niggas just can't fight these days. They really hoes. Let's keep it 100.
So
These niggas, they don't fight. They don't know how to fight. They hoes. So I
that's
could
why
get why a
that's
nigga
why
did that, you know.
he was aware of that boogie, and that's why he came prepared. He knew he couldn't fight that well, so he was prepared for if somebody tried to mess with him, which they did. He didn't mess with that white boy. Somebody
Yeah,
tried to
so
mess with him. He had him some protection where he
I
don't get
think
hurt.
Carmelo fucked up, but I ain't mad at him. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You know.
Dog was almost twice his weight. He 130. Dog 220. You feel?
And that was a dang.
Let's switch speech for a second. Jeezy Gold Mouth, one of the guys who held Rollo down while he was in prison and then helped put Rollo on his feet when he came home. This is what he had to say about his now infamous run-in with Jeezy at a club in Atlanta. I want y'all to tell me what this is because I need information.
Dangerous course of action.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily got killed because Jeezy actually upped the fire. He upped the pistol.
That's what I heard. People started talking about
I didn't see it, but I was told that he actually upped the pistol. So I did see the pistol after the situation, you know what I'm saying, after the scuffle and shit. I seen the pistol.
Now we just
That video made no sense at all. No.
it's a clout chase video. He want to talk about what happened after it happened.
But in
I
a
don't
way,
understand the whole purpose of that video.
Yeah, I ain't know he said it like that. I thought he said somebody said. I ain't know he said he seen. I ain't know that.
But what was the purpose?
Hey Boogie, you had a lot to say earlier. You was aggressive.
Yeah, I ain't see that. He he said what he said.
Hey Juice, Juice ready for argument. Juice,
no, I didn't hear it. I went off what Juice said. He said.
Hey,
Juice didn't say he said that himself.
Hey, Juice is ready for you.
Juice said that somebody. Juice said that he said that somebody.
Boogie always moving the goalpost. Boogie ain't.
You didn't say that though.
It don't make it no.
Dog
it
face.
Don't make it no sense. How can
you ain't say that?
No matter what I said, how you arguing something if you didn't even know it though? What you was arguing then? Now don't go off what I said.
I'm just. It's cause it was for the sake of conversation. If it's just a conversation, it's a conversation. Like if you point a view to me of a situation, I'm not gonna modify the situation. I'm just gonna give you what I think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I gave you what I thought about it. You didn't say exactly what he said.
You're supposed to check it out yourself first before you give out your opinion, not just go against it without researching it.
Let's listen again. One more time.
You almost was on point. Don't get mad because you wasn't on point with it.
No,
damn, nigga.
One more time. Let's hear what you guys say. Let's see.
And that was a dangerous course of action.
Yeah.
Because I could have easily got killed because Jeezy actually upped the fire. He upped the pistol.
That's what I heard. People started talking about
I didn't see it, but I was told that he actually upped the pistol. So I did see the pistol after the situation, you know what I'm saying, after the scuffle and shit. I seen the pistol. So he upped the gun. But when you come from the shit that I come from, it's the consequences, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, it's about respect, man. And the industry, they get in this music industry shit. And that was a dangerous course of.
Man, I ain't no faulty journalist. I ain't even report on this shit. Jason Lens.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a reason I ain't report on the shit because I didn't give a fuck.
Boogie did not report on this. So
I didn't report on it. If I wanted to report on it, I would have knew exactly what the fuck he said, Joe.
Man, who took that money? Lion, who took that money? Who got that money?
Lion Rumble, good looking, man. Appreciate you, Lion Rumble.
So we gotta put him up there. He put that money. He sent that money in.
That's
What
right.
question you
Good
got,
luck.
Lion Rumble? What question you got? We gonna put your question up here.
That's right.
Bro, Boogie about to get his journalist thing revoked. Hey, Boogie,
Hell no. I ain't a journalist. I ain't got no journalist card. I ain't got one.
So so he ain't rat Boogie?
Hear what I heard? Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he read it.
Oh, we move on.
If he would have left the second part out of it, saying that he seen it, then no, I don't think it was ratting. He just saying what somebody else seen. So he can't really stand on nothing in court saying he seen it.
I have a question.
Video is to be made, only to be talked about. It had no value in nothing, but for people on the internet to talk about that video ain't do shit, man. This guy is a clown off the bill. Everybody talking about Gold Mouth real for checking Jeezy. This video undermined anything he could have ever done, man.
I got a question for y'all. This is off the subject. Is there ever an appropriate time to beat a bitch ass?
No, it's not. No, it's not appropriate time, man.
So it's never.
One time, not beat their ass, bro. I keep telling you about this. Like,
hey, Juice, is there ever an appropriate time to slap a female in their mouth? Pow, bitch.
You supposed to keep your hands to yourself, man. You don't supposed to harm nobody. You feel me?
I'm finna tell y'all this, right?
Is there ever a Shep? Is Detroit gossip? Is there ever an appropriate time for a man to lay hands on a woman?
I don't think stump her down, but
I ain't say that. I ain't say stumper. I ain't say stumper. I said lay hands.
See how he modify your shit?
Right. He caught an audible. He caught an audible.
Hold on. Flag on play. Is there ever a appropriate time for a man to slap the fuck out of a bitch then? Slap her like, shut up, bitch.
Just for my
pound.
Just for my
it get crazy.
No, just for
it
the
get
pound.
Crazy our culture.
And that I modified the question. Yes.
Yes, what?
It's a time for you to put your motherfucking hand across the face. What did the 5 fingers say to the motherfucking face? As Dave Chappelle said, slap.
That nigga said what the 5 fingers said to his face. Slap.
That's what Dave Chappelle said, ain't it?
Hey, Boogie, do you agree that it's cool to slap a woman every now and then?
I did it.
Hey.
I think slapping a woman builds character in her.
Man, listen.
I ain't gonna lie, I did it because she smacked me first. You got me fucked up.
Hey, Boogie, you an abuser? You a woman abuser, Boogie?
No, she hit me once. I hit her once. We even.
Oh no, okay. Here, that's the caveat.
You know what I'm saying?
If a woman hits you, if a woman hits you, is it cool to hit her back? That's the question.
I ain't that big either. She smacked the fuck out of me.
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it did.
So the question is, let's switch up a little bit. Is it ever cool if a woman hits you, if she punches you in the face, or if she slaps you, or she spits on you? Is it ever a time when it's okay for a man to return fire?
I just told you what Dave Chappelle said, man.
Will you return? Will you sometimes you return fire? You may will, but is it right to return fire? No, it ain't never right to. It ain't never prescribed to put your hands on a woman, man.
What did the 5 fingers say to the face?
This nigga
Salute
crazy.
to AI, appreciate you, brother.
So the question is, so Juice, if a woman was to spit on you in your face,
man,
would you hit her?
I hope I wouldn't. You feel?
And I'm saying, would you? Now ain't no hope, nothing. Would you hit her?
He
No,
talking
not
about,
at,
I hope not. Hey, Juice
nah,
talking about, I hope
I,
not.
Hold on, Boogie.
I ain't
Let
go.
you answer the question. Answer the
I ain't
question,
go.
Juice.
I ain't go hit her.
So if she spit on you, you ain't gonna hit her?
Man, he been reading too many self-help books lately. This ain't the Juice I know.
Hey, listen, y'all ask me that question.
If a bitch spit on you, what you doing?
If a bitch
What
spit
you
on me,
doing?
you are begging the your personal Lord and Savior. You are, if you spit on me, I'm punching you. I'm not gonna slap shit. I'm going to ball this considerable fist up and I'm gonna knock you upside your motherfucking head, bitch. Because bitch, you tried it, bitch. And for a woman to hawk up phlegm from the bowels of her esophagus and project that shit out and be slimy dripping, I'm a germaphobe. Bitch, I'm hitting you.
She meant that shit.
I am
She
hitting
do that.
you, bitch. And it's not me hitting you. It's God that told me to hit you. It's God. I'm beating you, bitch. What? I'm gonna hit you twice, bitch. Maybe 3 times before I snap back in, bitch.
I don't condone hitting on females.
Man, fuck, man, boy. These boys need their ass whoop. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
No, if that I got you spit on me, that's man, what? Oh hell no.
Tell you something, Boogie. I don't condone it, right? Non-verbal words ask to be hit.
No, we ain't be beating on women, bro. We joking YouTube. We always jumping on no women, bro. We don't be doing all that crazy shit, man. However, black
You
women
better not spit on me.
black women can get a little spicy though. You hear me? Now we don't condone no violence against black women. We support all things black, especially black women. No nation can rise higher than the woman. So we get it. We understand. But black women, why y'all think black women are so aggressive and so disrespectful nowadays?
Let me tell y'all this though, right?
Cause
If
they bored.
if y'all are dealing with the sisters and the sisters feel that they can run over y'all without no aggression, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna think you a straight peon. So they ask for it sometime, man. And I and y'all can dog me over the internet and whatever. They ask for it sometimes. Once they find out that they can run over you without you being aggressive, that is what it is, man.
They definitely gonna dog you once they figure it out.
So
Run circles around your ass. You sitting there.
once you set the litmus test for their ass, that is what it is. The litmus test is set, and if it take for me to, that's what it is. I ain't promoting it
Don't
or telling
don't do
nobody else to do it.
don't do it, Boogie. Don't do it, gossip. Don't do
I
it.
ain't doing it, nigga. If I gotta beat you, I don't need you.
For real, you got to
That
put
ain't
your
never
hands on the
that ain't
trigger.
never that ain't never been my thing. That shit happened to her. That was a reflex thing. I ain't see it coming. You see it.
Because that was your litmus test being put in the check. You ain't going past this point.
Nigga, I was shocked. I'm like, oh hell no. You hear me? And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, Juice, tell us about them that family that got happened in the city, man. What was all that about?
Oh yeah, man. They a family, a mother, a daughter, and a niece was all brutally murdered, man. Found in a burning car, man. After they had the mother and daughter had been shot in their heads, and the niece, I think she was 9 years old, had her throat slashed. You feel me? And they allegedly got the daughter who's deceased. They got the daughter's ex currently as a suspect. He locked up. They ain't charged him. He locked up. He locked up for gun charges. He caught him with a gun. And he on a felon on parole or something. But they got him locked up and they investigating. But they thinking he's the corporate that done this to these sisters, man. And it's just sad because the oldest daughter was gone. and that's her daughter that the niece is her daughter that's deceased, and they was just babysitting her while she went on a vacation, man. To come back and lose your whole immediate family, man, that I couldn't imagine that, man. My prayers go out to that sister, man, and her family. They was trying to interview her. She couldn't even talk. I don't even know how they tried to interview her, and she just lost her mother, sister, and her daughter. And she said she got an autistic son that he can't tell them what happened. Thank God that they didn't harm the autistic son. He was there. I think he 5. Thank God whoever did it didn't harm him, but he was there. And she said he won't leave her side. She knows he's seen everything because she could just tell his reactions now. You feel me? And they need to do more about neighbors being neighbors again, because now they showed that the incident, they found the bodies and stuff in the burning car on 30th on the west side on the number streets. But the women in them stayed on the east side. And one of the neighbors had the nerve to do an interview and said that he heard shots. And see, that's what's wrong, what's going on with neighbors. Not too many neighbors mind their business. No, if we neighbors, man, we supposed to check on each other. We hear something around your house or something, we supposed to be able to check that. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have that neighborly love no more, man. It turned into a neighborhood. So once they put the hood on there, they put that on the mentality of how we deal with one another. No, you don't supposed to hear something to go on with your day, dog. And these your neighbors. You're supposed to be concerned about your neighbors' well-being and their property, as well as they supposed to be about yours. You feel me? And when we start doing that, having concern for one another again, showing empathy amongst each other, then it'll be better in the neighbors, be better in our hoods again. You feel me? Be back to being neighbors. Because they probably could have been prevented. That girl probably could have been saved, because evidently they said they was shot with a revolver. They think they was shot with a revolver, and he ran out of bullets, and that's why he stabbed the daughter. So if somebody would have came through, maybe they could have stopped him from even taking the bodies. But we too prone around minding our own business. You know what I'm saying? We need them nosy neighbors again. You feel me? Because that helped keep the community safe. All these young girls being killed and murdered and snatched up. Why? Because everybody tend to mind their own business until it hit home. See, that's what go back to being prepared, crime prevention, not on what to do after the crime committed. We need to stop the crimes being committed beforehand, not worry about what to do after it's happened. And that's the whole problem today now, man. You know, we got to think of these children, these women out here without no protection. You feel me? Bring the community love, that community unity back. You feel me?
Man, I knew that was some East Side shit.
What happened?
I knew it. Like, people, it's crazy. Like, East Side and West Side, 2 different worlds. Motherfuckers on the West Side, they do some horrific shit too. But I knew. I was like, damn, they got dropped off there from the East Side.
Yeah, we was talking about
Them,
the mother, daughter, and the granddaughter being killed, and they thinking that it was the deceased daughter's ex-boyfriend. And I want to say that they say he been locked up almost 7 to 10 years, and you come home stalking this girl, you gonna make her be in a relationship with you. That's why they suspecting it was him, because he been stalking her evidently since he done come home from jail. You feel me? Not saying he did it, still allegedly, because they ain't confirmed if he they guy yet. You know what I'm saying? But just to come home with this mentality, where these guys getting this possessive mentality from, thinking you can make somebody be with you. If somebody don't want to be bothered with you, you supposed to let that be, not in relationship or not, female or male.
That is definitely not how that shit go nowadays, you respectfully, bro. First of all, listen, a lot of these motherfuckers, where it comes from is a lack of emotional maturity. It comes from a place of lack of proper education, proper training, proper grooming. A lot of these young guys and young girls have never been groomed into how to relate to and deal with and communicate with each other. A lot of this shit is poor communication. And then the other half of this shit is you're dealing with people who are although they appear to be grown, psychologically, these motherfuckers are extremely underdeveloped, man. So all you're gonna get out of a motherfucker like that is a bunch of nonsense and crazy shit. You hear me? And these motherfuckers have abandonment issues, Juice. A lot of this, I'm gonna kill you, bitch. I'll kill you if you leave me. That's bro, that's an abandon. You don't want to be, you don't want to be made to feel like you being abandoned. And so therefore you want to hurt somebody because you feel like you are being hurt. These niggas are crazy as a motherfucker.
Mental illness real.
Yes, it is. Who that snoring? Detroit Gossip? Hey, Gossip.
Man, I know he ain't fell asleep. He better wake up. They gonna be telling me he a dope fiend and shit. You feel me? You know you fall asleep, you a dope fiend. Let these motherfuckers tell it. You feel me?
Hey, Chef.
It ain't you.
That nigga behind the screen sleep.
You can't make this shit up.
So he starts snoring.
Hey, Detroit Gossip. You a little tired down there, brother?
Oh yeah, this motherfucker clip for real.
He out.
This clip.
Hey, yeah, you know, this the lead clip, bro. This nigga fell asleep.
This clip, bro.
Oh, that's
we ain't even gonna do him like that. We can fry Gossip right now. He can't even defend himself.
Bro, he ain't fat. That nigga out there sleep, bro. That nigga story, bro. That called calling the hogs.
You feel me?
Man, what's else? What else is on the agenda, man? What else we got on the floor?
We forgot some. We got.
No, we covered everything, man. We covered Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker. Damn. Gossip.
What's Sauce talking about?
Sauce Walker. So listen, I don't even really want to touch the Sauce Walker thing. The guys who were accused of shooting Say So P and Sauce Walker in Memphis, one or two of those guys have lost their lives. What are we?
One confirmed, the other one not confirmed, but I'm pretty sure he's somewhere stinking.
Stanking as in stanking?
Not is we insinuating Sauce Walker and his affiliates might have had something to do with it, or do we think that's the hands of some cleanup work trying to do cleanup work on their own part?
Well, we call that God don't like ugly.
Mm-hmm.
God don't like ugly, and he ain't too fine and pretty. We ain't saying nobody did nothing, but somebody doing a stanky leg. like somebody doing a stanky leg up in the upper room.
Definitely clean up. Everybody clean
Think
up.
about it. It's mighty funny. They saying that the guys who got out the car that's being seen on camera, who names came up in it, them the two guys that end up dead, and we very well seen that it had to be four of them guys in that Charger. Know what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of coincidences. You know what I'm talking about? It that got to be some cleanup work. You know what I'm saying? Because then it got quiet. You know what I'm saying? Then it got quiet. So the thing is, why Say So P? Why was Say So P a threat? You feel me? Who felt Say So P was a threat? It wasn't the rap music. You know what I'm saying? So what did he really do on the outskirts? Because then it's a video surface of him in the club where he not comfortable in that club. He looking around. They did a close up on him, and the way he looking around in that club, and then he fake giving grins to people right there by him, but he looking through the club like Woozy the Owl. His eyes big. He searching. He got. You can see the worry in his face.
He was watching. Yeah, he was watching his ass.
Yeah, he was. He wasn't comfortable in that club, being around them guys that he was around.
Sauce knew what it was though. That's why he was telling him to move accordingly, but he wasn't trying to listen.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think Sauce played a part in that. You know
And
what I'm
further
saying?
news, Fotu Twin of the infamous Hustle Boys, the Fotu camp east side of Detroit was sentenced to 20 years in prison for drug trafficking and money laundering, man. That's breaking news. I heard about it earlier. I heard about it yesterday.
Right.
It really hit the airways today. What did we say about Twin and about Twin's impact on the hip hop scene, just on the streets of the city of Detroit? What are
I,
we
I
saying
think
about that?
I think Twin
Yeah.
did a big letdown to himself. I think Twin could have went farther with his career and just been patient and waited on the money instead of resorting into the streets. You feel me? Because that's what it seemed like he did. You got, they saying and they done sentenced you, so it ain't allegedly. They done sentenced you and said you got caught with X amount of drugs. You know what I'm saying? When you could have came out, been patient, and waited your turn, you know what I'm saying? And focus on your career as well as other artists around your career, and you could have got the same outcome. Was it really worth it? You came home and for 2 years you balled out on the streets, and then they locked you up and gave you 20 years to think about it again. So he got to really ask himself, was that really worth it? And the ones that around him that know him, ask yourself, is it worth it? When he could have waited, he was already had a dough in the spotlight because it wasn't happening. See, we don't exercise patience. You feel me? We had like we've been having it and we gotta have it instantly. You know what I'm saying? If it don't come instantly, then we can't. The street money don't come instantly. You feel me? So now he jeopardized his family and his freedom for 2 years of 2 years of getting some money to go sit down for 20 years. See, and that's what we got to bring forth. And I'm glad you brought that up for these young guys that was running with him and around him. You feel me? You had a legit business that the skies was the limit on it. You know what I'm saying? Multitasking. You feel me? Not just the rap. They could have got into the film, the movies, the podcast, and the whole shebang. And I talked to Twin numerous of times and was trying to get him to focus on his career, man. You feel me? And he went down, and it wasn't his first rodeo. You had just got out of jail. So what drove you to thinking it was gonna be different for you than anybody else when all these guys that made all this different money we known about got knocked down? What made him think it was gonna be different than for him? You feel me? That's on the real, and they need to look at that, dog. I'm glad you brought that up.
Uh, Sada Baby. Sada Baby was charged with drug possession as a result of a traffic stop that happened midway through last year. He was arraigned. He was making fun of the actual situation. He's been laughing and joking like he's not phased or affected by it, man. What are we saying about the whole Sada Baby saga?
He acting like that because he know about 15,000 to clear this right on up.
I agree.
That's light work. That ain't nothing.
He ain't going to prison for this shit. You hear me?
That's light work. That ain't nothing. Especially if they probably. Oh no, they said he ain't had no license when they searched that time. Because I did read that report. I think he ain't even had no license when they searched.
Yeah, I think that's why they pulled him out the track to begin with, which has led to them finding some pills.
Yeah.
I think he had a suspended license. I believe it was. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think I heard them say it was a suspended license.
Okay. Because I was finna say, if it wasn't, then 9 times out of 10, he would have just, went with the illegal search anyway. But if his license was suspended, then. But like I say, 15,000 clear that right on up. Ain't nothing. That's light work. I know he's stepping there. I know he got a dog ass lawyer, so. And It's about who you know.
The Edge at 11 starts now.
Tonight on The Edge, a member of the Detroit Tigers front office accused of sending lewd photos to coworkers.
And because of this, we've learned the assistant general manager has resigned. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack has more now from Comerica Park.
We're told 3 women all came forward with the same creepy story to tell about one of the Detroit Tigers' higher.
Market has been a Southfield staple for over 5 decades.
For a similar incident when he was arrested.
Attorneys is really a chilling effect and is done to dissuade people from taking up these cases.
Detroit rapper Sada Baby arrested in Shelby Township on a drug charge warrant. Detroit rapper Sada Baby was arrested Tuesday on what police say was a drug charge warrant. The warrant stems from a traffic stop in January. It is unknown when the musician will be arraigned. Detroit Fox 2. Detroit rapper Casada Aaron Sorrell, also known as Sada Baby, was arrested in Shelby Township on what police say was a previous drug charge warrant. What we know. Police tell Fox 2 that Sorrell was arrested on a drug charge warrant out of Sterling Heights. Officials say he was then placed behind bars at the Macomb County Jail. The warrant stems from a traffic stop in January. Police say he was pulled over for driving without a license and was suspected to have narcotics on him. It was sent for testing and came back positive. Sorrell.
So what are we saying about Sada? Is this any indication of what? So why do we think that Sada is experiencing so many problems over the last 2 or 3 years? Is it just lack of awareness on his part? What is it?
Reckless, just carelessness. But I know why though. Shit, he just lost his pops. He don't care. He just moving. He ain't thinking.
And then our people tend to get in a certain position in life and feel they got the world. They get a little motion and stuff, and they get relaxed and feel they're above the law too. You know what I'm saying? He make a move because he taking this as a joke. I don't care how minor it is. It's not no joking matter. Anytime they slapping cuffs on you, incarcerated, holding you against your will. You feel me? It ain't no joking matter no more. You still somebody, and you should move like you somebody, especially on something minor. You getting caught on some minor stuff. They turning misdemeanors into felonies on him. You feel me?
Look, I really don't think he turned into a joke. I think he capitalizing on what he do, his career. So he know that was a moment, so he take advantage of the moment. I don't think he think it's a game.
It's not a good moment though. You know what I'm saying? It's a black eye in the game. You've been caught with some petty ass drugs, so they know it's your personal. So it's revealing that you having a drug addiction, you having a drug problem with yourself, and then you're not even smart enough to keep it private. You getting caught with little drugs and
It's
stuff.
it's cool to be a dope fiend. That's the whole industry. So even you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole industry. It's cool to be the dope fiend, not even the hustler no more.
It ain't cool to be a dope fiend. What we trying to do is make our people trying to make it.
No,
look
I'm
good.
not. Listen,
You know
I'm not saying it's cool to be a dope fiend. I'm saying the industry, it's cool to be a dope fiend.
Even not in the industry.
What we looking at?
That's the country we live in nowadays.
I'm not saying it's cool to be a dope fiend, Juice, but I'm saying the industry, like what we see and what they put out and what people absorb, him having a small dose or a large dose of whatever he had doesn't even matter. It's cool to have it, use it, put it in your ass. They don't care about that. And when it comes to the industry, they just use their moments and they go make them people their money as well as the little pennies they make. I don't think he think it's a game.
The thing is, they the only ones is benefiting from it. They benefiting off our misfortune. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't cool. It ain't cool to the industry. It's accepted because this is the way they make money off our ignorance. We trying to make cool. We didn't come around to finding this as content, doing dumb stuff for mere amusement. You know what I'm saying? For their amusement, we willing to sacrifice our morals and our dignity. You see what I'm saying? So it's not cool for the industry, but the industry saying if y'all wanna play yourself like that and get the clicks and the views, this how you want to do it. We make the money off of it. If you getting a lot of followers and stuff with that stupid stuff, yeah, we go back it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the industry making it cool. Our people are so dumb and ignorant. They're trying to make that cool on getting some clicks and views to get them some type of money. They selling themselves out to get some money, dog. You know, it ain't cool to the industry, but they saying people making this as content. You know what I'm saying? If you want to show yourself doped out and can't incoherent and shit, you feel me? That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying it ain't even the industry making it content. It's the actual dope fiends trying to make it content. Show they self fucked up. Like what Kodak Black do when he about to drop that little movie he behind. He showed himself. He videoed himself doing dope in the bathroom or something. He filmed himself doing that. Why? Because we making that type of stuff content. It ain't the industry asking for that. But if they go, that you give them something to talk about, they go feed off of it, off your misfortune. You feel me?
It's a lot of things that the industry asks for. Once you sign a deal, believe it or not, it be so much shit. Even like music, you take the music, they won't accept it, and now you stuck in a fucking deal. Music wise, now you stuck in a deal for 20 years because you want to make the music you want, but you signed the deal. You're not taking them the music that they want, which is the destructive shit. So you ain't never getting out this deal until you give me what I want. And I want destruction. Otherwise, we gonna trash everything. And that's how it works, Juice. It ain't what you want to make. It ain't how you want to push it. You go get our money. You already signed the deal. We don't want that lollipop shit. We don't want the love songs. We want that grit. This the industry. So even when they want to switch over, it's already too late. We own you until you give us our fucking projects that we want. That's how it works, Juice.
Well, I know that's how that works. We was talking about the aspect of him showing catching dope fiend cases and stuff, though. You feel me? That's what I was saying. That ain't nothing to
Listen, it's a lot of them just to promote the shit that they got. They go to the extreme because nigga, they need that shit to sell. They so trapped and willing to compromise themselves and ain't got no other way to sell this shit the way it need to be sold to get these people their money. They damn near doing anything for their shit to get clicks and views.
Mm-hmm.
They stuck. And they need this shit to sell. How it's gonna sell? Controversy ass shit. They need us to talk about something. So it gotta be some old dope fiend ass shit. A motherfucker fighting this bitch sometime. Lying ass, you see whacking them lying ass content. Like, man, it's all for clicks and views. And once you sign a contract, even when you see a person on Instagram and shit, man, they doing that shit for the greater cause of they self. I got an album coming out, and that motherfucker need to sell. And I gotta make this look a certain way to sell because my brain ain't smart enough to market and sell this shit. But it is because these motherfuckers believe I'm a dope fiend all the fucking way. It's the game.
You tuned into the best. This is the YouTube streets on behalf of Public Figure Boogie TV, the Beat Factory 313, aka Uncle Juice, and Sleepy Head himself, Trey Gossip. I can't believe I'm clipping that. I'm putting that's a promo clip. You know, you can't buy that kind of promo, can you?
For real.
Hell no.
Hey,
That's what happened when you get the guys back together.
But for those of you who want to know when you guys coming back, we purposefully didn't say everything on this particular show. We will be back tomorrow. I promise you, we will be back tomorrow. On salute everybody, the panel. Where can they find you at, Public Figure Boogie?
Public Figure Boogie TV on Instagram and on YouTube. You know me, Mr. Time to go to work.
You feel me? And go check me out on all platforms. The Beat Factory 313 War Storage Podcast. I'm your host, Juice. You feel me? And keep on watching. We got many more stories to come. You feel me? And the streets ain't what it is. You feel me? Tap into the YouTube streets. You feel me?
My name is Dogface called the wrong dog. Hey, listen, I just dropped. Did y'all see my freestyle I just dropped?
Oh, that motherfucker was ice motherfucking cold.
Y'all see my like, did y'all see that shit?
Yeah, I like the way y'all put that together with the live band.
Right.
And you put that shit on them young niggas can't fuck with. You feel me?
I put that shit on, bro.
What up, though? It's the homie You Know Self, and I'm introducing you to some brand new vibes, man. It's the Live Effect, episode 1, and it's with the most dangerous voice walking around this motherfucker. My guy, Dogface Calderon.
Shout out to Keith Brother Webb. Shout out to Lee Media. Shout out to D Reed.
Half a meal on the floor.
Exclusive B.
Any brick you want, you choose.
Shout out to Mix Factory.
Blues. Me versus them, they lose. Hit the hound, slide out of town with it. Break it down, zones in the pounds with it. Hit it twice, once it bounce back nice. Fuck a razor blade, I'ma cut it with a knife. Came back with a 50 ball. Every 4 days, I'ma make another 50 ball.
That shit hard.
They ask for a ball, so you know a nigga shoot. Pass the lane to my young dogs. Tell them get rich, then fuck over all y'all. Big weight, ain't nothing fake, nigga. $400,000 for that house by the lake.
That two hoes fucking on me. Other hoes fucking on me. Yeah, it's rich nigga shit.
Bust your life up and suck a rich nigga dick. Y'all mean, man. Y'all know what it is. Let's bang them out, boy.
Hey, listen, man.
Real instrumentals.
Hey, Street Lord G-Rock, don't tell nobody.
Oh, yeah. We on y'all head.
We been you bitch ass, dick sucking, cock sucking ass street lord niggas. You niggas some hoes. Hey, G-Rock, bitch, don't tell on nobody else, G-Rock. You already tucked the nigga 2019, you bitch ass nigga. Don't tell nobody else. I'm on your ass, you little pussy ass boy.
And that fat motherfucking street lord wine. We on your head.
Oh, Juan's a bitch. You bitch ass, hoe ass nigga. You's a bitch. Juan, for all you niggas who think Street Lil Juan's a legend, he's a legendary bitch ass, fat back, salt pork fat, pickle pig feet eating, pig skin eating ass nigga. Y'all know what it is. Y'all go check out my new motherfucking live performance. It's called
check that shit out.
Y'all leave comments, y'all like it, y'all share it for me, man. I need y'all to go make comments on that shit for me, Boogie and Juice.
I got you. I did too. I'm gonna go back on there.
Man, man, all's well, love is love, man. See y'all
and
tomorrow.
I fuck with all y'all.
Yeah, love is love, man.
Love is love.
Shout out to the Dog Pound in the chat, man. We love y'all, man. Tomorrow we'll be back. Y'all tune in. Tomorrow we going up. Tomorrow we finna kick ass and take names later.
And we go.
Y'all better not be fucking me up that bad in them chats. Y'all better be cool on them comments, bro.
You can't tell.
I'm gonna be checking them comments.
You can't tell Dog Pound that Dog Pound turned the fuck up. You hear me?
I'm gonna be checking them comments.
Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, listen, man. Peace, salute on behalf of the YouTube streets. We be back, and we got new members we're adding too. We got new members we're adding. We got new members we're adding. Don't forget that. I said it tomorrow. We're going to introduce a couple of new members of the YouTube streets. Stay tuned. Salute. Love is love. Peace.
Peace.